Hi, everybody. It's Mary Miller from Workers' Compensation, and we are here to tell you today about National Safety Awareness Month. One thing about workers' compensation and insurance in general is we're here to promote safety. So I'm going to turn it over to the person who you do not want to emulate when it comes to safety. Our team leader, our numero uno work comp practice leader, Kluempers. Take it away.
One of the nice things about work comp is the fact that we actually do make a difference. I know all the lines you catch people at their worst, but nothing has a bigger effect than somebody who's injured on a job and needs to get on with their life. Work comp helps supplement the income that's lost. It helps pay for the medical incurred, but one of the things that both Mary and I and everybody who works in work comp has learned is you can never, on some injuries, make people whole again.
But you try, because everyone has the right to a safe workplace. And workplaces need to be safe, but so do your homes. So it's a question of what you do at work should be some of the same safety things you do at home. But I, unfortunately, as many of you may or may not know, I was a work comp adjuster for over 22 years. And I was, unfortunately, the one that had to process when the worst things happen. And when an employee is killed in the scope and course of their employment. It is a sad thing because in many cases, these could be prevented. So, and some of these situations were, in a lot of cases, were accidents involving transportation type risks. And that is something that can happen, work or not work. So pay attention to things like wear your safety belts, pay attention to traffic signals. You know, when it's raining, don't do 90 miles an hour on crews. There's just common sense things that safety is involved with, no matter if it's insurance, if it's work comp, or if it's at home and you're playing with your kids.
From a home standpoint, as Mary will tell you, I'm not always the person to emulate, but I would stress that there are some things I've learned the hard way over the years. Keep your tools sharp, properly set up, keep your workspace organized, and most importantly for all of us, please work at keeping your home safe from the standpoint of tripping hazards. It's difficult now with some of the kids in the house all the time, but take the time to pick up the toys, at least in the walking path. Simple things like that make a huge difference. The one other thing that I would really encourage you to do is from when doing yard work or any kind of working with tools, please make sure you protect your eyes. That's the simplest thing you can do to make sure that you don't lose your eyesight, which is something nobody can restore if it's happened. Hearing loss is the same way. Many tools or settings in a home environment are very loud. And as you get to my age, you start to realize those cumulative exposures do start to add up and have an effect on your hearing. Simple things like that. And understand that Arlington Road genuinely cares about your own home safety as much as we do at work.
Since many of you are now working from home, that's even more important. And I was a resident adjuster, so one of my biggest fears was in the years that I was working from home as a claims professional is tripping over my dog and hurting myself because, you know, you're working and there's nobody there. I actually had 2 workers' compensation claims as a claims adjuster. They were both automobile accidents. The worst of the 2 is when I got smashed between the 2 semis on 31 in Kokomo. So you can do everything right and still be the victim of an accident. You just have to make sure you had the right precautions. I had my safety belt on. The safety features in my car, like airbags and stuff, protected me. But you can still do everything right and there's still accidents, which is the reason, quite frankly, why you have insurance, be it for your commercial reasons or your personal reasons. Because a lot of times on a claims adjuster situation, we catch people at their worst, on their worst day, when some of the worst things can happen, be it a tornado comes through, a fire, a car accident, an industrial accident. And that's why you want to make sure that no matter what you do in your commercial, professional life, or your personal life, that you have the right protections for your home and for your family.
In closing, I'd like to say, please stay safe. Men, you at home, we look forward to seeing you again, and the time when we can all get together and know that we're all safe and done our best to get through this tough time. Thank you.
Thanks.